Hey guys, it's Thursday, and that means it's Running Thursday, where I talk about my week of marathon training. And this week was a little bit more relaxed. I feel I did run 3 runs that were pretty much all the same route that I was doing, and it was just over 5.5 miles on each of those days. And let me tell you, I don't know why this happens, but for some reason I get over one injury and get landed with another injury, and I wouldn't even say that it's injury, it's more like I'm overusing, and then things start hurting. And I don't know if it's like things that you should push through, which I've had that happen before, where it's just like soreness, but this isn't soreness. So right now, my left back of like all my hamstrings and stuff, so the left leg is hurting, and it hurts when I walk around, going upstairs, things like that. I can just feel it, like, ugh, really? So that's happening. I just got over a right leg issue, and I don't know, if it's not one thing, it's another thing, and I just feel like it happens, and I don't know why. I think that has to do with maybe I'm not stretching as well, or what, but when I first started running, way back in the day, it was, it'd be my hip, and then it's my knee, and my ankles, and then things would switch where it's like this hip and this knee. So what I think happens is that, like right now, it's my left leg. Well, what happens is I go out to run, and I'm putting more weight, or more of my body weight, onto my right leg to compensate because my left leg hurts. So I go out and finish my run, and I do that a few times, and then my left leg gets better, but my right leg starts hurting because I put more weight, and I'm bearing more weight onto that leg. So it's kind of this interesting, like, push and pull, and I think it's not too big of a deal. I think it's more of I'm irritated, like my muscle is irritated, and it should be over quick. So I took the last couple days off. I've been doing yoga, and I think that that's something that I'm learning that's really important, is to incorporate other exercises. I love yoga, so I love yoga, that's why I do it, and I love running, and that's why I do it. I run, and that's really the only thing I do for exercise, because it's what I am good at. And I mean, I've done biking and stuff like that, but that's also like leg related. But I don't do that consistently. And so, like, a lot of the times people and runners do more like weight bearing stuff, where you're doing stuff with weights and all that. I am not a fan of arm exercises myself, and I get lots of, like, you should do that, and I'm like, I know I should, I just don't want to. But I kind of am realizing, like, yeah, I need to do some other stuff, and that's also in my training plan, which I haven't been really following to the T, but they suggest that I do other activities. I do like rowing, so I might incorporate that into my activities a little more and decrease my amount of activity that I'm putting onto my legs, whether that's running, biking, or whatever, because I'm using my legs all the time, and I think that it's starting to, things start to catch up, and then you get injured even worse. You pull a muscle, and then you can't, you won't be able to compete on that high level that I'm trying to do. So this has been interesting. I probably will be running today because I've taken, like I said, the last couple days off. But all my runs have been going really well. Usually I work out my kinks and stuff in the first couple miles, and then I'm fine afterwards. It's the walking around regularly, like going upstairs, doing that kind of stuff. So when you guys are out running, if you guys are running and doing stuff, be careful. Make sure you stretch, especially after you're done running. I think it's super important, and I need to follow my own advice and make sure I'm stretching. A good way to make sure you're doing enough stretching is to set like a timer for a certain amount of time, whether that's like 15 minutes or 10 minutes of stretching, and you'll realize, like, just set a timer or set a stopwatch, and when you're done, look at that and see how much stretching you did, because if I did that, I don't think it would be very long. And I'm really bad about that because I'll just go like, oh, I'm going to go take a shower, and then, the hot water will help, and I'll stretch a little bit, and then I don't really get that much in. So I think that that's super important. So that's the thing to do. Stretch. Anyways, that's really all that happened this week, is some basic easy runs. And yeah, hopefully I'll get over this really quickly. I think it's starting to wind down because it's been a few days and I've been resting. And I will, on my next video, I think I'm going to talk about some of like the nutritional things that I do during a race, things that I take with me, stuff that I use to help me on the 26.2 mile journey that I will be taking soon. So subscribe to see that video next week if you're not already subscribed to me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!